So hello fellow coin collectors, how you going today? My name is Glenn in case you're just new to my channel. And today we're just going to have a little discussion about the Botswanan puller. So previously I've made a video on the current coins of the Botswanan puller. And these ones are the only ones that are actually legal tender. So these have to have a date of 2013. So that's a 5 February. And all previous coins that are dated before this have been demonetized in what date? 1st of July 2014. So these ones are the only ones that are legal tender. And as you can see, the design's pretty much the same as the images that they used before. But the sizes have been changed over the long period. So, I'll just give a brief introduction of the currency. I will just describe the coins that I have, and I will give values if I can possibly do that. So, the Botswanan puller is equal to 100 Febi, so that's equivalent to $1 equals 100 cents. Don't worry about it being called puller and Febi. You can make it equivalent as $1 equals 100 cents. Then a lot of people would actually understand what I'm talking about, because I know people get confused with currencies sometimes. So the smallest coin that they actually issued was the 1 Febi. And 1.5, actually they did issue a 2 Febi later on. The 10, 25, 50 Febi and one puller were first introduced in 1976, and they actually replaced the equivalent South African coins. So here I have the South African coins actually used at the time. I don't have a 1 cent here, but I don't have a 50 cents. So the South African currency is 1 rand equals 100 cents. But as you can see, the South African had a 20 cent, and the Botswanan currency, so let's get the earliest coin, had 25 Febi. So there's actually a discrepancy between these two currencies. But the South African currency circulated for a while. As far as I know, it's no longer legal tender in Botswana. But I presume, because South Africa is a major regional currency, that you could probably use it still in Botswana. So the images on these coins are, on the 1 Febi we have a bird, and if we can get a close up, this one is the Turako. So I'm not too sure what bird that is. It's Turako. I need to actually look that up. I presume it's a bird that's probably native to all of Southern Africa, because the biological region of Botswana overlaps a lot with like Angola, Namibia, Zimbabwe and South Africa, so it's not really isolated. And on the reverse of all these coins, it has Botswana Ipulenge, just means Republic of Botswana, and that is in the I forget what language they actually speak, in the native language of Botswana, and that language is called Botswana. So all the coins are in Botswana. So that's a Bantu language that is spoken by 80% of the population. They do have a lot of the click type languages, so the languages that use that type of speaking, and they're very curious. This one had a mintage of 15 million, so really, in and out circulated, you're looking at probably like $1. So most modern coins are really not worth that much money, and Botswana is no exception. And the last mintage of this coin was in 1991. Then we have the 25 Febi. So I did actually have other coins, but I actually sold them. But the 2 Febi was issued between 81 and 85, and that was in bronze. And the first 5 Febby was in bronze as well. And it actually got this shape here in 1998. So all these coins here circulated up until 1998 when they were reduced in size and weight because of inflation. And this on the 20th of February has a cow on it, a bull, zebu, that's what they call it, a zebu. And this one is 1977, so this is actually a pretty low mint coin. 1976, 1.5 million. This one only had 265,000. So really, this is a low mint coin, so it's one that you want to get. And it's actually the lowest mint from the mintage figures that I can actually see. So really, if you're going after Botswanan coins, you want to get these ones, even though this is pretty circulated. And then we have these coins. So these coins were actually issued in 1998. These are in nickel clad steel, nickel plated steel, and these are in copper nickel. So before 98, they actually never issued any plated coins. These ones issued up until 2009 and were legal tender up until 2014, as I said before. And there are no mintage figures for actually these ones because, I don't know, it's just some countries don't issue mintage figures like China, India and Russia. They don't issue mintage figures. United States, Great Britain and Australia does. So, and I actually tried to get mintage figures off Hong Kong one time and they say they can't give it out for security reasons. So, don't know what security is in that. So here's another one. This is 1998. So it's a nice coin, nice and small. Get rid of the. Then we have the 50 Febby. Oh wait, so the 25, as you can see, was actually increased in size. So it was first decreased, and then it was increased. And if people got confused in Botswana, I'm not surprised, because really, you're changing the sizes every like 10-20 years, so really it gets a bit confusing, but the images are pretty much all the same. So I'm expecting within, I don't know, probably another 10-20 years they actually change their coins again. Then we have the 50 Febby. So this one is a large copper nickel coin, and it has the African fishing eagle. And as you can see, it's got a fish down the bottom. So there's a fish down the bottom, and it's flying around. You can see you can't really see it much detail because there you go. That's even better. That's a beautiful, nice eagle. I quite like this coin, and it is milled on the back. Just have the coat of arms of Botswana. So you have 2 zebras, you have a shield, a bull's head, you have an elephant tusk, and you have a plant. Not too sure what type of plant that is. So this one is a mintage of 2 million, and that's 1984, and this one is 1991. And this one's actually a different metal composition. This is nickel clad steel. And it's the same 28.5 millimeters, but it's slightly reduced weight. And I don't think there's any mintage figures for this coin. No, there isn't. But really, these ones cost, I don't know, $2 to $5 in uncirculated condition. So in this condition, you probably like $2 for this condition, because they were a high denomination back then. You have to remember at the time these were equivalent to about 50 cents Australian. So now they probably had a circulation value of about probably $5. So that's why they're actually harder to get if you try to get them. I find it quite hard. The 1977 coin is also the one you want to get, 250,000. And I don't know the mintage for the 1985, so this is quite a high mintage, 1984 for that one. And then we have this coin. So you can see that they've reduced the size quite a lot. And this one is 1998. So first year of issue, this would have quite a lot of coins, probably about $1 each. In uncirculated. Actually 1996 was first, so there are no mintage figures for this year, but still $1 or $2 in uncirculated. And as you can see, they actually increased the size, although it is still nickel plated still, or nickel clad. And these are just nice. It's just the monetary systems of these southern African countries are just quite interesting. How it used South African currency for quite a long period, and then it changed over to its own system, but its value of its currency has actually been quite stable. So Botswana's actually been the most stable African country. It probably Morocco hasn't been that stable, but most other African countries have actually had military coups or civil wars, but this country has had neither. It has had the same political party in power since 1966 when it got independence, but really, I just quite like the currency. So anyway, if you've got African currency, Botswanan currency, just let me know down below in the comments and let me know what you think about these coins, because I think they're quite a nice coin to collect. Anyway, so to sum it up, these coins are really not too expensive. The lower denominations, probably $1 in uncirculated. The higher denominations, probably up to $5 in uncirculated. And they're actually a bit harder to get as a whole set. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll leave a link below if you're interested in purchasing any of these coins on eBay, an affiliate link. And have an awesome coin collecting time, people. Thank you, and give this video a thumbs up. Bye bye.